Hi, and welcome to the kitchen. I'm the Cookin Bookie, inviting you in for some great food and fantasy football. Now, everybody knows, before the big game, you got to have three things. Your picks got to be in for your football pools, your lineups have to be set for your fantasy teams, and you got to have something good to eat. That's where I come in. Each week, we go over easy-to-make football food, tell you who we think is going to win, and who to put in your DFS and fantasy lineups. So, let's get started. Today we're making honey Sriracha Wings. Delicious, easy to make, takes about an hour. So let's take a look at our ingredients. We need 2 pounds of chicken wings, some oil to coat them with, some salt, pepper, garlic powder, lots of butter, juice from a half a lime, some honey, Sriracha sauce, and some soy sauce. Before we get started, let's talk some football. There's only a month left in the regular season. It's time to make the big push for the playoffs. So let's talk about some of the games this Sunday. We got Detroit at Tampa Bay. Now, I'm avoiding all the players in this. I think Detroit does win it, but neither of them really has a chance. Detroit will try to at least take an outside shot at it. Indy at Buffalo. Again, these teams really don't have a chance. I'll take Shady all day at home and Buffalo to win. Now, I got Seattle at Jacksonville. Should be a fun, exciting game. My Pizza tells me to not take any of these players. It's going to be a defensive struggle, so I will take Jacksonville at home. But I'm not taking any of the players in my fantasy lineups. Now let's talk the Jets at the Denver Possums. Yeah, I said the Possums. They're playing dead at home, and they're getting killed on the road. Aye! So, Jets, they're pretty good. They're feisty. McCown, Robbie Anderson, they're going to come in there, and they're going to light up Denver at home. Now, you can always buy a bag of wings ready to cook. If you go to your freezer aisle, though, it's a lot cheaper, but they will come whole. You'll have to split the joints and cut the wings tips off. I'll show you how. It's real simple. You just want to go to the joint here. Real simple. And go ahead and split it down the middle. Takes a little bit of doing. There you go. Simple. I got my chicken cut and I put it in a bigger bowl. We're going to get that spiced up and in the oven here in just a sec. Before that, let's talk some more football. Now we got Chicago going to Cincy. Cincy narrowly lost to the Steelers last week, and I think A.J. Green at home is going to have a big game since he's going to take this one at home. You got Oakland at KC. Both these teams have reached Pope level. They can make 70,000 people stand up and say, Jesus Christ! Neither of them really wants it. They're tied in the record. I think you guys should just pack it up and go home. Go home. You're not trying hard. Let the Chargers in. And just go home. KC will probably win this. Who knows? Just KC. Minnesota at Carolina. Now, this is going to be a fun game. Both these teams are fighting. Both these teams are going to make the playoffs. I think Cam Newton, Keenan, Thielen, I think they're going to have big games. Catch this one if you can. And in the Why Bother Bowl, San Francisco at Houston. Houston. I'm in 6th place. It was practice, Deshaun. Practice. I'm not going to make the playoffs. It's time to get our chicken spiced and into the oven. We want to start with just a couple tablespoons of oil. A couple tablespoons of melted butter. A little bit of pepper. Some garlic powder. And some salt. And this is always to taste, you know. It's always to taste. Okay, let's get a lid on that. And we'll get it nice and coated. Shake it up. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it. Shake it like a salt shake it like a salt shake it like a salt shake it like a... Fantastic. Now let's get this onto a pan. Go ahead and clear off our path here. Here, let's get this single layer onto a pan and into the oven. This is going to be fantastic. We'll get to making our sauce right after this. So it's going to take about 55 minutes to an hour. We want to get them nice and brown, cooked all the way through. So be patient. All right, let's get these into the oven. Like I said, we'll see these in about an hour. Okay, it's time to make our sauce. Real simple, real easy. We have 5 tablespoons of butter melting in a pot. We have a 1/4 cup of Sriracha sauce. We'll go ahead and add that in there. We have the juice from 1 small lime. 1/3 cup of honey. Get all the honey in there. That's what's going to give it its sweetness. And 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. We'll go ahead and mix this up. You want to cook it till it just gently boils, a little bubbling, and remove it from the heat, and we'll be ready for when our chicken's done. Our sauce is made, and we're just waiting for the chicken to cook. So let's talk some more football. Now we got Green Bay at Cleveland. Green Bay, no Aaron Rodgers. Cleveland, no skill and talent.
I know they're gold, but nothing happens. You know why?
No resources, no skill, no talent, no ability, no brains.
No.
Cleveland will lose. And we got Washington at the Chargers next after that. Now this is going to be the game of the afternoon. You got Rivers, Cousins, Allen, Crowder. This is going to be a blowout in both directions. I think it's going to be like 40-45. I think both these teams are going to come in. Chargers have this division in sight, and I think they're going to do it and take it to the playoffs. Got Tennessee at Arizona. I think Arizona and Fitzgerald at home still have some fight in them. They're not going anywhere, but I think they're going to take this game at home. Mariota and the Titans, I think they will have an okay game, but I don't think they have enough to win this game. Now we got Dallas at the Giants. Now, Dak finally figured out he's got 2 future Hall of Famers on the team, so when he threw to them, they won big. So he's going to be coming in plenty of confidence, ready to go. The Giants, on the other hand, they get their coach, former coach, gets this week's, oh, you blew it. You bench Manning, you ended this streak, and you got fired all within like 24 hours. So I think Manning's coming in here pissed off. He's going to be winging the ball all over the place, but it's not going to be enough. Cowboys are going to take this one on the road. Our chicken's done. Our sauce is done. Before we put it all together, let's talk about the last 3 big games of the weekend. We got Philly coming into the Rams. Now we got Gurley, Wentz, Jeffrey. All the stars are going to come out. This should be a really exciting game to watch. But I do think that the Rams take it at home and send the Eagles to their 3rd loss of the year. We got Baltimore going to Pittsburgh. Now, little Juju went and did his best Ralphie from Christmas Story on Vontaze Burfict. Got himself suspended for the week, so take the Killer Bees. Ben, Brown, Bell, Bryant. I think they're going to actually win this one pretty handily, but it is Baltimore, so there will be blood. We will see a lot of blood. And then on Monday night, we got New England going to Miami. Now, Miami has a pretty cool team to watch, but they have a hard time filling the stadiums. You know, they actually had to have their whole field just resodded because they can't even get their grass to root for them. And we got New England. Now, New England. Take Miami, brother. All right, we got our chicken done. We got our sauce done. Let's get it all together. So go ahead and pour it in the bowl over our chicken. We'll get a lid on it, nice and tight. There you go. I can't shake it.
Yes, you can.
I can't shake it.
Yes, you can.
I can't shake it.
Yes, you can.
All right. Okay, our honey sriracha wings are done, but before we eat, I'd like to thank Robin for helping me out with the recipe this week, and I want to thank Rich for writing a really rocking song for the show. Thank you, guys. And I also want to thank all of you that do watch the show. There's only one thing missing. Comments. If you like the show, comment on it. If you don't like it, comment. My picks, if you like them, comment. If you don't, comment. It's football. Let's get some smack talking going. Let's have some fun. So, remember, like, share, and subscribe. Good luck with your teams. Have fun with the games. And remember, always eat like a champion.